Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a very special video. Yesterday, at the time I'm recording this, yesterday I got out from work and I looked on my phone, the social media, and I noticed some very sad news that Roger Moore passed away. This is very sad for me as a James Bond fan. This is very shocking. This is very sad. He died at age 89, and his battle for cancer overtook him. It's a real shame. I mean, he did have cancer before, and he got rid of it, but then he came back, and obviously this time he wasn't successful. I can't really tell you how devastating this is. Roger Moore, obviously most known for his work with James Bond franchise. He did other things as well, like The Saint, but I know him most from James Bond, and he's one of my favourite Bonds. I can't deny. I mean, I know some people tend to toss him off as a parody, or his version of the role being too lighthearted and too comedic, but you know, I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, he made it his own. He didn't try to copy Sean Connery, and he did a damn sight near more for the series than George Lazenby. So I think at the time he came, he was a bit of a bloody godsend to the role, to the series, and he kept it going for 12 years. 12 years. And, you know, he starred in 7 films: Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, and A View to a Kill. You know, his films do tend to be quite more light-hearted and fun and comedic, but what's the problem with that? You know, Live and Let Die is a great movie, and I think it's his second best. Man with the Golden Gun is also very good. The Spy Who Loved Me is, for me, his best. It's just classic Bond, and that's when he found his footing in the role. Moonraker is pretty much the same film, but just in space. But I like it. It's silly, but it's good silly. As my friend Alan Kalo says, it's silly, but it's good silly. For Your Eyes Only, it's not bad, it's okay. And then Octopussy is better, and in A View to a Kill, for me, I know a lot of people hate it, but I actually really like it. Sorry. But this is really sad. I mean, Roger Moore, I will always remember him. I've really enjoyed watching his Bond movies. I only got into Bond about 4 years ago, so I haven't really been a fan of the series that long. I mean, I've seen, obviously, over the years, I've seen some of his flicks on TV, but I have not been a Bond fan for as long as some people. I know my good friend Jack McCullough, this is his favourite Bond, so must be more devastating for him. I can't say Roger Moore's my favourite Bond. That would have to go to Daniel Craig, I'm afraid. But Roger Moore, this is really sad. He's such a humble man. He's such a nice guy. Really lovely man. He did a lot for charity as well. He became an ambassador for UNICEF, and in 2003, I believe he was knighted for that. As Sir Roger Moore. So, yeah, I mean, now watching his Bond movies is going to be that much more sentimental. And I believe he kissed the most women, obviously having the longest era. He kissed about 20 women in his time. Yeah, he really was a talented guy. And he didn't rate himself. He was a very... I don't know what the word to describe this is. He was very self-doubting. He didn't believe in himself as an actor, and he didn't think that the public believed in him as an actor, but Lewis Gilbert convinced him he was a good actor. But I personally thought he was good, and I could see the potential in him. Had he gone on to continue his acting career after A View to a Kill, it would have been nice to see him grow. But I think he gave it up because I don't know, yeah. But, you know, he did a lot for James Bond and he made his money from that, so he was able to still carry on and make his living. Yeah, my thoughts just go out to his family and, you know, his friends and, you know, everybody who knows him. I mean, the producers of Bond are sure to commemorate him, and hopefully Bond 25 will be dedicated to him. Because I presume that it's Daniel Craig's last movie. I don't know at the moment, but it's looking that way. It'll be nice to see in the credits in memory of Sir Roger Moore. I mean, I do have to, living to 89, that is a milestone, that is an achievement. He really achieved something with his life, and he should be proud. I hope he was proud of what he achieved, not just for James Bond, but for everything else. He had quite a few many marriages, and he had some children. My thoughts go to his family. I mean, they must be absolutely devastated. I can't begin to imagine how much of a loss this is, but I'm really glad to say that his legacy will live on. He will be remembered. We will all go back to his 7 Bond movies with fondness, look at them and go, nobody did it like Roger Moore. As the song from Carly Simon says. He was a very lovely man. He had a very interesting life as well. And, he just wanted to be loved by the community. And for the most part, he was. I mean, as much as I love and appreciate Sean Connery for what he did for James Bond, Roger Moore, for me, I just prefer. Purely because Roger Moore, there's a charm there, there's a charisma. He has a lot of likability, and it's very easy to love Roger Moore, very easy to get on his side. Connery is still that as well, but his interest in the role began to dwindle when he got to his 5th movie. So, yeah, and the repercussions of that really affected Connery's era and Connery as Bond. But, yeah, I know Sean Connery criticised Roger Moore as being a parody, but I wouldn't go that far. I mean, come on, he's not that bad in the role. Even if you don't like him in the role, you have to at least appreciate what he did. I know that my mum grew up with Roger Moore as Bond, and it was sort of her Bond during her childhood. So it's it's very sad to see those people, the long Bond fans who have been fans since they were young, and to see Roger Moore go must be really weird for them. But yeah, I mean, out of the 6 Bonds, he's the first one to go, which is such a shame. But I will always love Roger Moore for what he did with the part. Yes, he's not the best Bond, but for me, he's bloody good. And he'd made it his own. He could have easily have copied Sean Connery, but he didn't. He didn't. And he lasted 12 years. His contributions to the series cannot go unnoticed. So, Roger Moore, sir, I salute you. And rest in peace. You deserve to be resting. Because, after all the work that you've done over the years, you really do deserve it. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough. So yeah, I mean, at some point, I'm probably gonna, if I get the time in summer, I'm probably going to watch his films again in tribute to him. Because I really do find them entertaining. I mean, I'll probably watch some of them at least, because there are 7 films. And I really do have a high opinion of him as James Bond, and I really enjoy his movies. They zoom by, they're fun, they're really fun. So yeah, rest in peace, Sir Roger Moore. Your contributions to the Bond series were fantastic. So thank you very much for all you've done, and I bid you a restful peace. So, yeah, very sad news. We knew it was coming at some point. He was 89, so we knew he probably didn't have very long left. But it was very sad to just hear about that. But now is going to be the time when his films are going to get played on TV now because of his death. As long as he has a fitting funeral, that's the main thing. So yeah, very sad news. Please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of this tragedy. If you didn't like Roger Moore as James Bond, what are your thoughts on all this? And you know, yeah. So, very sad news. Stay tuned for some future videos. Sorry that this has been a bit of a downer, but as a Bond fan, I felt like I had to talk about this. On the plus side, it does look like Daniel Craig will be back for one more Bond movie. I'm going to be doing some more reviews. I'm going to review Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge. That's going to be coming up very soon. So, yeah. So, thank you guys all for watching. And as always, I'm Mr. TARDIS11. See ya.